Hello guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Dance Drive. With me, DVD Afroking,
Dtrix Parker 14.
Cedo 59.
Cedric. Tell me, how was your week?
My week has been okay, first of all.
Yeah.
And I have to thank the Lord for, enabling us to go through it, till this day. It's been quite a productive one, a spiritual one, and full of learning from different content over the internet, over the books. But we're just thankful,
Wow.
thankful that we've made it to the 6th episode of the Dance Drive.
Dennis, how was yours?
Very chill week. A lot of research, a lot of traffic, catching up with a lot of things that I had missed on the internet. A lot of artists releasing new things here and there. And happy new month to all the people out there.
Yeah.
We're starting May. We're going hard.
Yeah.
So mine was okay. For those who haven't checked out our new video on our page, it's called the Commando Dance Video. It's choreographed by me, yours truly, and shot by 49s. Danced with a certain lady called Hanifa. Go check it out, subscribe, watch a few more things. There's a lot of interesting content, and when you watch that video, you're going to see what we've been talking about in the previous episodes. Yeah, so much to learn and apply. Yeah. So let me get straight to the topic of this week. This topic we have do's and don'ts when dealing or negotiating with clients. Dennis, tell me, enlighten me on this topic.
This is a very sensitive topic. This is the reason why there's so many dancers suffering. There's so many misconceptions, mistakes made. It's from here. In that, this is one of the crucial stages in a dancer's life, because people have so many tricks in this industry they use.
Yeah, sure.
And so many dancers fall victims of them. So the information we're going to give you will help you, help you at least dodge a few of those tricks, stay on point, So get your books and pen. Wanga. This is quality info coming. You only get it in one place, here on the Dance Drive.
Dance Drive.
Yeah, feel free to subscribe, like, comment. You only get these things here. No one is going to tell you, as we had to find them out by force, experience. So my first point to all the dancers out there: do not be desperate.
Yeah.
You're an artist, you're a
That's
creator.
a key point.
Very key.
Very, very key. Dancers, you need to know your worth. You need to price. When you're pricing people, price towards your goals and sustainability. Mark my words, your goals and sustainability. You're not going to say, this year you want to build a house, and then you're charging people 100,000. What goal? Your goal is unreachable with your occupation. So if your plan is, let's say, to buy an outfit for yourself, for your group, price accordingly, so that you know that from this amount I've earned here, I'm going to be able to get this amount that will help me do this towards my goal. And you can save and invest. Now, the saving and investment is what I mean by sustainability. Don't just charge because you're caught up in the heat of the moment.
Sure.
All that heat in the moment is going to vanish, and you're going to be left there in the air, and you're hanging alone. So charge knowing that after that performance, you have to survive.
COVID is coming.
This is a very big wake-up call for people. So charge knowingly. My second point: have a budget. Have a budget. It shows your accountability. It shows you respect your craft to your client. Someone calls you, I want you to perform at this. You show them that for me to perform, I have to get this is that. I have to pay for costume, I have to pay for rehearsal, I have to pay for this. Don't just, it helps show the client that you're a professional. You know what you're doing. You respect your your art. My third point is go an extra step, you know.
Yes.
Show that client that you really need to use me. You would be making a mistake leaving me. As in, why would you choose them over H2C?
Yeah, a bit more aggressive.
Yeah. Show that client that when you work with me, you get this extra, you know. Don't just okay, some people do it for the money, but always know that you're only as good as your current performance. So for someone to know that I need to work with H2C, it comes with that last performance you did at wherever you did it. You know, people must know that, when you work with H2C, those guys, on top of performing, they give you a speech. You know, they give you like a motivation speech or something, you know. Like, throw those extra bonds in there for your clients. It keeps them coming. You just thank me. In fact, you mobile money has some money after all these things work for you. Yeah. So my other point is have a defined catalog for your work. You know, so many clients want to use people, but they do not know what those people do. So someone might recommend you and say, hey, David is a dancer. And the client comes to you and says, I have a cultural wedding. And you're like, okay, cultural. And he's willing to pay you, you know, a good amount. But you're an urban dancer. Yeah? So your catalog you must have it. You must tell him that I do A, B, C, D. So that he's not confused. He knows what he's booking. For. Yeah. Because that's how they hire you, and you reach there and you start waving at a cultural event. And they chase you. My other point is time management. This is self-explanatory. You're going to meet a client to agree on something, or you're showing up for the event and you're showing up late. You're going for a meeting, you're late. It speaks a lot about you. People, time management. Be woke. Those are the small things that turn off a lot of clients. It just shows him that these guys, I'm just helping them, but I'm not gaining anything. Like they lose that trust in you. The other thing is personal hygiene and smartness. This one is a serious problem for dancers.
Guys, cleanliness.
Let's be clean.
You can't be clean.
By the way, this is why they associate dance with a lot of ratchet things. They think dancers are ratchet. They think we are over low lives. You know, they give us all those terms, but it's just because of a certain few people. So you few people out there, please be clean when you're going.
Trim your nails.
Yeah.
Your hair is vulgar. And then you come with a bad body odor.
Yeah. And then you start asking the person for enough
what
money.
done? What's wrong?
Why are you giving me this money?
Check yourself.
You know, you're inconveniencing him. He needs to leave. That is why. But dancers, please work on that. It will take you so far. It will take you so far. People have hired us because of the most random things in life. You know, you could find I'm hiring Cedric because of his hairstyle. Like, just that, you know. I feel his hair is appropriate. He looks smart. That's why I would hire him. The other thing is, my last point for this is present your art. Present your art as a package.
Present your art.
Present your art as a package, you know, rather than a product. It helps a lot of clients understand it.
Yeah.
And keep coming back to you, because a product you're paying a price just for it, like you're going to consume it and it goes.
Yeah.
A package comes with so much, you know, it keeps you relevant in there. So when a client comes to you and tells you, for example, you know, you go to a school comes to you, or you go to a school and you want to perform, let's say, at the school. The product in this case would be your performance. The package would be perform, train, inspire, you know, do so much. And packages, of course, are more profitable compared to the product. So that's all I had for you for today. I hope you've written down and taken out of info on that. I'll let Cedric continue.
Cedric, please enlighten us on.
Bruh.
Just take us through.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me commend Dennis for that, enthusiastic submission. It's been amazing, and I feel like so many of some of the guys have learned a few things here and there. Guys, I'll just run through this quick. We have the aspect of professionalism in the aspect of balancing two different fields from the side of the client and the side of the clientee. And we believe that entertainment is an informal sector, as you might know. But we need to try and maintain a certain balance between the two parties. So I'm saying that there is less paperwork and more talking in this sector, so be careful in your whole phase of being professional with a client. And this cuts across to social relationships. Do not engage into any kind of intimacy with your clients. Let it be a dance class, let it be a performance, let it just be your boss for a particular period of time. Please be professional, and what you promise to deliver, please deliver that. If possible, deliver it and some more, the extra bond that they talked about. I'll go to self-worth. Self-worth is a second aspect, and Dennis talked about it. He said, let me just put it this way. Self-worth is knowing your value, your brand, knowing what you can put on the table. Let me just give you an example. I mean, if someone wanted to buy a Benz and you're talking 20,000 shillings, you wouldn't make sense to them. Or you want to buy a Hammer, but you're talking 30K, bruh. We're talking value. Know what you are worth. Let people know that if I take on this person, they'll give me 100 plus. They'll give me that value that I'm looking for. So know your self-worth and live up to it. The third point is the first impression factor. Guys, come on, look slick, look smart, and it also relates with the point of personal hygiene. Guys, we can't tolerate any kind of
dirtiness.
we can't.
This is serious business.
Guys, come on, level up. The world is moving so fast. You can't start.
You're holding us back.
People can't start touching their noses just because you've arrived. You feel me? So, guys, the first impression factor cuts across all different work fields. Are you a lawyer? Look like a lawyer. Are you a doctor? Look like a doctor. Engineer? Come on, guys. So even if you're a performer, an artist, look the part. Look slick. You guys, know how we do it. Slick shoes. Guys, look smart. Look okay. And if you can't, just don't turn up.
Just shower at least. Okay. If it has failed, just shower.
My very last point is transparency. Because, guys, like some of the clients don't really know what a performer goes through to create art and deliver. So transparency, you're saying that this is what I'm worth, this is what I'm going to cost you, but they don't understand it. So let them see how it comes about. You could show them a bit of the studio space that you use, the rehearsal time that you have to use, the different people that you have to accommodate, all these different things that come up to a beautiful performance. Show them the process. Let them be a part of it. I feel like, with all these different factors, you can be able to do the very best of a negotiation. Yeah, and those are my 4. And guys, conclusion for that, just know your worth. Know your worth. Yeah. David, do you have any do's and don'ts?
Yeah, I have a couple.
Yeah, let's go.
My first would be, don't rush. Whenever you enter negotiation with the client and there's a certain speed they're trying to run the deal with Tibo. If you don't do this, I'm going. Tell them, okay, you go. You understand? And you'll see them come back.
It's a free world, guys.
The moment you see that speed that you can't handle, just tell the guy, I don't move like that.
Yeah.
You get accidents for nothing.
You rush.
You understand? That's how people end up signing contracts where they're not even supposed to be paid.
They didn't read paid 10.
Exactly.
They read paid 1, 2.
Exactly.
The second last sentence.
So don't rush in any negotiation because you'll make mistakes. You'll sign contracts you're not supposed to even sign. You'll sign bad deals. So don't rush. Then my second point is don't make any assumptions when dealing with clients. Don't make any assumptions. The client tells you, I need these kind of props that will be able to float in the air. Then you're like, hey, I think they're there. I think they're there. Always use facts. If you know that it's not there, tell the client, I'll research and get back to you. I'll do this. Don't increase the expectations and tell them, I think that can be done.
I can get it.
That can be done. That the client.
Because you're
the smoke will come from the air.
I told you that be disparate.
So the moment you tell them that can be done in everything and you deliver less of what that could be done, trust me, you end up not being paid. The guy will be like, you told me you're going to make things float. You're a liar. You're a thief. So please, guys, let's not over assume. Try and use a lot of facts when negotiation. Then the other thing is don't over negotiate. People reach deals and then the client say, you tell the client, I work for 3 million, and the client is like,
I have 800.
I have 800,000. You're like, nee.
Hey, and you start from there.
That way, you tell the guy you plead, you're almost needing. Now he's on way. Tell the client, let's meet along the way. At least have 2.5 for me. A client cannot chop all that money to 800k, and you just feel like, hey, you chop your value. You're over negotiating with the client like you don't know your value. Over negotiating.
It's like God has moved your leg.
Exactly.
Said, now try and walk, and you're.
And the moment they realize you're desperate, it's over.
It's over.
It's finished.
So the other point, my last actually, is don't accept a bad deal. Never accept a bad deal.
How do you know it's a bad deal?
You know it's a bad deal when you've asked, a person has told you, you're going to do, for example, something like, how can I explain? A video shoot. It can be a video shoot. It can be like a flash mob. Flash mob. Let me give a flash mob. They tell you, I want 50 dancers in that flash mob. I want 50 dancers. I want them well costumed in this color. I want them in this. And then the person you tell the person, okay, in order to do that kind of job, I need about 20 million. The person tells you, you know what? In a million is that. And because you've never touched 3 million in your life, you feel you can maneuver your way out.
You can run mad.
And take that bad deal. Trust me, your fellow 50 dancers are going to kill you. They're going to eat you up.
Your value will die.
Exactly. So the moment you accept that bad deal, you're going to have, first of all, a bad relationship with those dancers that you've hired, and you're going to devalue your fellow artists.
Your friends.
Of course, there will be people who are desperate. You're not going to use the best dancers out there, because no one is going to accept a low value if they know their value.
To be ripped off.
Exactly. So the client is going to rip you off. You're going to take a bad deal. You're going to be stressed in the deal. Trust me. You're going to be stressed. When you're paying them little, they're going to tell you, I want food. I'm hungry on the set. I want food. I need to drink. I need this. You're their father now. So guys, try as much as possible not to take a bad deal. It applies in all types of businesses, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a doctor, whether you're what. Don't take any bad deal. And that's it from me, guys.
Before you conclude, Cedric talked about it being an informal sector.
Yeah.
There despite it being an informal sector, there's some small solutions that are there, you know, to solve some problems.
Yes.
If you can, please try and have like a few legal people by you, you know, to help you.
Yeah,
have
there's
like
no harm.
have like a lawyer who you can consult on some things, you know. Carry out
Insurance.
transactions that are, you know, easy to track. You can backtrack them. Have like a receipt book, small fundamentals at least, you know.
Yes.
Have like a bank account, really.
Yeah, documentation.
A little bit
receipts.
of documentation. Yeah.
I don't have a receipt.
And then how do you expect me to give you 100 million?
Evidence of payment.
You can't come here with a sack, and you put notes or coins.
Yes.
Just be serious.
Straighten up.
Anyway,
But that is it.
from us to you today, thank you for watching this video.
Yeah.
Click the like and subscribe button and
Yeah,
comment.
Give some feedback.
Give us your feedback of what you
Yeah.
think about this topic.
What
Yes.
you learned, your experience. If at all you're bored, watch a few words. It's
And
also okay.
invite a friend to watch.
Yeah, invite a friend. or
Share
two.
the video. Thank you.
Yeah, and a happy new May.
Yes.
Yeah. Stay safe.
Goodbye.
Adios.